What more can you say than Ed Ruth almost perfect at 8-1, and Yaroslav Amosov so far completely perfect at 22-0.
Here once again is Michael C. Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bellator MMA live on Paramount Network from Winston World Casino and Resort. The time has come for the main event of the evening. 3 5-minute rounds in the welterweight division. Sanctioned by the Chickasaw Nation Office of the Gaming Commissioner, Mr. Scott Colbert. And now, introducing the blue corner at 5'11", weighing in 170.1 pounds, undefeated as a professional.
大家好，老师从业中医男科30余年，帮助了数千名海内外华人朋友通过中药调理重回男性雄风。如果你也存在房事时间短、勃起无力、硬度差、中途疲软、肾虚、前列腺炎等问题，现在就加中医老师微信574-993-200，纯中药，一人一方，治根治本，帮助你持续坚挺20至40分钟，补肾壮阳，延时助勃，彻底告别快男软男。记住微信574-993-200。
In charge of the action, your referee, Jason Herzog.
Okay, fighters, gone over the rules in the back. There were no final questions from you, Red. There are no final questions from you, Blue. If you want to touch gloves, do it now. Come out ready to fight.
Referee Jason Herzog with final instructions before we embark on what could be 3 5-minute rounds in the Bellator MMA welterweight division. Amosov 3-0 in Bellator, wins over Gerald Harris, Eric Silva, and David Rickles. Easy Ed Ruth with back-to-back wins over Jason Jackson and Kichi Kutamoto, following his lone loss to Neiman Gracie. Easy Ed Ruth in the red gloves. Yaroslav Dynamo Amosov in the blue gloves. The southpaw back to orthodox for Ruth. Double jab by Amosov. And Amosov with the single leg now. When you talk about Ed Ruth's wrestling credentials, began wrestling at 8 years of age. He thought it was going to be like pro wrestling. Big fan of WWE superstars, Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock. His mom said, hey, you stick with it. And I bet he's glad he did, because he became perennial powerhouse, Penn State's first 3-time national champion.
136-3 for a career record at Penn State. That says it all.
Amosov doing a good job of defending the takedown attempt. And when you ask Amosov about Ed Ruth, he says he's just a basic wrestler who fought at a very good level for amateurs, but this is MMA.
That's my point right there. You just saw Amosov taking the position. Beautiful throw to get Ed Ruth on the ground. Now the question is, can he keep him there?
Well, Amosov says he can take anyone to the canvas, and he doesn't think any of his opponents will take him down. And Ed Ruth trying to do just that, and momentarily succeeds, but not enough to matter.
No, as it's just a positional change. Had no effect on the fight.
We've seen Amosov do a great job of blending his wrestling, shooting reactive shots when his opponents overextend. You don't anticipate that Ed Ruth would do much of that, but under pressure, anything can happen.
No, but the thing to watch about Amosov is just look at his footwork right now. He's light on his feet. He moves well. You're seeing Ed Ruth, like I said before, he's very unconventional. He's got weird steps that he'll take with his feet, but he can do it because he's not worried about being taken down. But you saw that Amosov was saying, oh, you're going to have to worry because I can do that to you.
Amosov started his training in Thailand at Tiger Muay Thai, then moved to Miami to American Top Team. While Ed Ruth training along with the rest of that all-star squad at AKA under crazy Bob Cook and Javier Mendez, the championship factory in Northern California.
Yeah, and Ed started off kind of with Bob Cook and then went off, and he was at Alliance down in San Diego. That didn't work well for him. That's where he was at when he suffered his first loss, and now has gone back to AKA.
And the first training camp he held in the sport was part of the great Jackson Mike Winklejohn Academy Jackson Wink in Albuquerque training with John Jones. 2 minutes left in the first round.
Both guys landing very clean shots. There goes Ruth again. He did get Amosov down. Amosov right back to his feet.
So technically speaking, a takedown, or it was...
Well, it's a cheating. When you're saying, is it a takedown? Yeah, he touched the ground, but he popped back up. Are the judges going to give a lot of credit to it? No, it's what do you do with that takedown? Unless it's the takedown like we saw earlier where we have this amplitude. Guy gets picked up and dropped to the canvas. That the judges are going to score immediately.
Ruth told us that he expects this fight to be mainly a wrestling match. Having said that, 6 of Ed Ruth's 8 victories have come thanks to his striking prowess.
Oh, after his very first fight, he fell in love with the striking game. He still did a little wrestling in his second fight and into his third, but after that it was like, oh, I'm just going to stand up and throw my hands. And he just loves to be the stand-up fighter. And you just look and you say, that's great, but the more that you bring your wrestling in just at moments, at least it makes your opponent have to consider and work against it.
For Amosov, his 22 victories are made up of 8 knockouts and 10 submission wins. 30 seconds left here in the opening round, and Ruth tenaciously looking for the takedown, and there's Amosov looking for a takedown of his own, and now opening up here in the final seconds of the first round. Overhand right by Amosov. Front kick misses for Ruth. Head kick, jab by Amosov. We're headed to round 2. First round is in the books. This Bellator 239 main event being contested at welterweight. The unbeaten Yaroslav Amosov against the once defeated Ed Ruth. Ruth in the red gloves, Amosov in the blue. And Ruth comes out aggressively, looking to score with his kicks, blocked by Amosov. Side kick. Inside low kick by Ruth. Amosov, Sambo practitioner, longtime fan of the legendary Fedor Emelianenko, and in some ways shares some of the Russian icon's characteristics. He's been known to finish fights early, but here in round 2 against Easy Ed Ruth, and looking for the finish, perhaps lighting up Ruth before clinching.
Nice shot he landed against Ruth there. You know, what you're looking for, what the judges are looking at when they're looking at these shots, you have what we call volume shots. That's the last thing that they're considering. You're looking for, you do that knockdown, that's what's really going to score. And if you don't have knockdowns, is it a damaging strike? Does the fighter show that it affects it? And then you go to volume. You go to the first round, we really had a volume effort, and I think that Amosov had just a little more volume than Ruth.
Amosov with some tremendous footwork as well. Knee up the middle. And Easy Ed Ruth returns the favor. Other knee strike, and looking to the takedown, working the wizard.
Beautiful wizard by Amosov. Ruth looking for that takedown. Amosov hits that wizard, driving him down. Got himself out with it. Outstanding defensive wrestling.
2 minutes gone here in the second.
There you go with the strike stats as we're looking right now. Amosov just winning that volume. He's got 10 more landed strikes. Throwing a couple.
All by Ruth. It's Amosov with the volume, not all of them scoring, but muting the offense of Ed Ruth.
Exactly. But in this round right now, halfway through, it's still up for grabs for anyone. Right now, I'll tell you, Amosov isn't winning this round at this moment. But Ed Ruth just needs to land one good shot that can switch things completely in his favor.
Amosov establishing the pace. Changes levels, looking for the takedown. But Ruth, though, inside control. But well defended by Amosov. Amosov giving up his back. Ruth looking to take advantage of that, looking
high.
Ruth yet to record a submission victory. And this now his 10th professional fight.
This is where Ruth, going back to those wrestling roots, you see, he doesn't put the hooks in. He likes to do that hip ride like a wrestler will do. Amosov right now looking towards a roll towards a knee bar. Doesn't have it at this moment.
Amosov forcing the break.
Kicks going, be first. Get the kicks going. Get the kicks going, Ed.
AKA corner wants Ruth to throw kicks. Ruth stuffing the 12th momentarily before Amosov able to sweep Ruth off his feet under 45 seconds left in the second round.
All Amosov has to do is get that leg over both of Ed Ruth's legs and hook. It's going to give him a much better position because he can get his arm free to come and try to bring it around Ed Ruth's head to bring him flat to the canvas. Ed Ruth just blocking everything he's doing by having his hands in the position they are around the body and stopping what Amosov's trying to do. It's amazing to me that you have a guy that has no wrestling background in Yaroslav Amosov able to wrestle the way he does against a guy like Ed Ruth.
Against a three-time national wrestling champion for Penn State. Third and final round next. After 2 rounds in our main event of Bellator 239 here at WinStar World Casino and Resort in Oklahoma. Big John McCarthy, how do you have it on your unofficial scorecard?
Unofficially, I have Yaroslav Amosov up 2 rounds to none. He's just done a little bit more, landed just a little bit more in the volume category. Nice big right hand by Ed Ruth.
In between rounds, Ruth's trainer Bob Cook telling him he wants him to either be long and fast or clinch. No brawling, be busy.
Right hand lands for Yaroslav.
Here's a right cross that lands for Ruth. Inside leg kick by Amosov, body kick. Countered by Ruth, and Amosov closing the distance, misses with the left and right, and Ruth picking him off.
Yep, nice counter strikes by Ed Ruth.
One would think, should Amosov defeat Ed Ruth and move to 23-0, he would have to be seriously considered for an opportunity at the Bellator Welterweight Championship. But first things first, Douglas Lima jumping up to middleweight to face Gegard Mousasi for the vacant middleweight title. Looking at the punch stats.
Yeah, I'm looking at that. It's actually more than I even thought as I'm watching this fight. I think Ed Ruth has landed more than that. But it's showing that the volume is being controlled by Yaroslav Amosov.
You and Paulie Malignaggi both. Not a big fan of those punch stats.
I hate those things.
90 seconds have elapsed here in the third and final round. And it's Amosov walking down Ed Ruth. Ruth trying to counter. Back to orthodox. Lands the right hand.
That was a good right hand by Ruth. He tries to bring the kick up.
And so far, heeding the advice of his trainer, Bob Cook, being busier, but Amosov trying to bring the fight now, backing up, side to side, gets tagged with the right hand. Ruth avoids the return fire from Amosov. Amosov changing levels, gets the takedown, but Ruth able to get back on his feet, looking to break the waistlock.
Nice job of dragging him to the ground. caught the leg on the outside, tripping him down. But this is that handwork that you're seeing. Ed Ruth, he's going to end up on top.
And he does now on his back. 2.5 minutes left in the fight. Ed Ruth on the back door, escaped by Amosov.
That's where you look. Why are you not getting your hooks in? Hooks would have kept him on Amosov's back. It's so easy to say when you're not tired, you know, but it's just amazing when you get that position and you lose it off of just getting high on the back.
Right hand lands for Amosov on the break.
Both these guys have worked really hard. There's been a lot of grappling, and you can see it's starting to have its effect on both of their endurance.
Ruth circling to his left, which would be in the power alley of Amosov. Amosov delivering a right hand, bouncing off the, just grazing the chin. To the body goes Amosov. Amosov checked that hit. Final 90 seconds of this welterweight main event. Amosov looking to improve to 23-0, while Ed Ruth looks to move to 9-1. Ruth back to southpaw. It's definitely Amosov dictating the pace.
Yeah, well, right now what you're seeing is Ed Ruth was the guy that was winning this round. Now he's slowing down. The offensive output is really slowing down. And Amosov is starting to just come on and be busier and land strikes. Ed needs to kick it up, just to kick it up another gear now.
Push kick by Amosov. Final 30 seconds of this fight. Counter right hand, partially blocked by Ruth. And we are down to the final 10 seconds of tonight's main event. Easy Ed Ruth and Yaroslav Amosov go the 3-round distance. Your final verdict, Big John.
And they both get a takedown.
What's your final verdict?
Goes. My verdict, I have Yaroslav Amosov winning this fight. I believe he was the more effective fighter throughout it, and I think he's going to get the victory.
And how was he more effective? What did you like most about Amosov's attack?
You know, it was the variety of his attack, but this was mostly a stand-up striking battle. We did have our grappling moments, and when we look at that striking, it's like I said, I'm looking for those big knockdowns. None happened. I'm looking for the real damaging strikes. There was only one that I can tell you of. That was by Amosov, and I saw a lot of volume, and the guy that won the volume was Amosov. Take a look at this. Beautiful wizard. Slides that leg across. That's a haragosh. Beautiful throw by Amosov. And it's the strikes that he landed. Just the ability to counter and then landed bigger strikes. Beautiful left hand landing there. Right hand touched him. Touch, but a good shot right there by Ed Ruth. He had his moments where he landed those strikes. Amosov in here. This is where Ruth needs to get those hooks. Doesn't get him. Gets high. Ends up coming off the top. Amosov going after him, putting him into the cage. Both these guys worked really hard in this fight. A good fight, a very close fight.
So Ed Ruth in his 10th professional fight, all under the Bellator MMA banner. Yaroslav Amosov looking to go 4 for 4 inside the Bellator MMA cage as he looks to improve to an incredible 23-0. Has he done it? We'll find out right now. Here's Michael C. Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, having gone the distance in tonight's main event, we'll go to your judges' scorecards. At cage side, all three judges, Chris Lee, Jaron Vallel, Sal D'Amato. all have it exactly the same, 29-28, all for the winner by unanimous decision, and still undefeated, Yaroslav
Amosov now 23-0, 4-0 in Bellator, handing Easy Ed Ruth his second setback.
Big John interview.
Let's go to Big John McCarthy.
Yaroslav, congratulations on an outstanding win against a very tough and skilled Ed Ruth.
Ярослав, поздравляем с прекрасной победой в очень тяжелом матче.
Америка, привет! Hello, American! Я очень рад выступать на вашей земле. Мне всегда нравилась Америка. Я всегда хотел здесь драться.
Hey, good evening, America. I'm so happy to fight in America. I always dreamed about this since I was very little.
You have been outstanding here in the Bellator cage. That's your fourth straight win. Do you think that this win should propel you into a championship fight against Doug Lima?
Can you repeat this?
Yeah, he's been outstanding here in the cage. It's his fourth straight win. Does he believe that this should give him that title shot against Doug Lima?
Это был очень крутой бой. Ты веришь после 4 побед в Беллаторе, что ты заслужил title fight с Дагласом Лимой?
Я думаю, это не я должен решать. Но, конечно, я бы хотел подраться за пояс. Я сюда пришел, в эту организацию, для того, чтобы доказывать, что я лучше, что я могу. И что все в этой жизни реально. И обычные пацаны могут это сделать.
It's not my decision, but I believe in that. I have to fight for a title, and I came here to fight for a title, be a champion, and show the world that just everyone can be the champ.
Well, that was an outstanding fight. Congratulations on a big win. Ladies and gentlemen, 23-0, Yaroslav Dynamo.